Okay, so instead of you shouldn't get married until you have a full-time job, I'm going to say you shouldn't get married until you have a successful career. That's my condition, right? And then I'm going to still use the same points, but I'm going to put it in the framework of my thinking method of how does this affect my career? So it's the same thing, right? Family obligations, it can interfere with your university, right? Graduation and degree. Okay, so instead of saying it makes my studies bad or the marks worse, I'm going to say that maybe it stops me from graduating, right? Why? Because that is actually going to affect my career. If I don't graduate, I might not be able to find a good job, right? Linking into the second part, instead of saying it's difficult for young people to afford things, right? I'm going to say, right, that this limits my career options, which makes it difficult to handle the living costs. So do you see how now these points are connected because I've got this career thing in the middle holding it together? Does that make sense to everyone? Yeah. So now my body one and body two, right, are both kind of, career oriented, right? Still the same general points, right? It's still the idea still affects your education. It still affects, your income and stuff like that. But now I've found like this kind of connecting glue that puts them together, right? And then my final conclusion, same thing, wait until instead of a stable source of income, we'll say a stable job or business, right? And that's it. Yeah. So overall, right, it's a small change, but it does make our essay a little bit more cohesive and professional. Yeah. Uh, yeah. Does it require some kind of connecting words? No, not at all. Okay. I think, when you start learning, so when people teach you essays in the beginning, they're going to show you a lot of different linking words, right? Like, for example, this leads to something, or furthermore, or on the one hand and on the other hand, right? There's nothing wrong with the linking words, but when you start writing higher level essays, what we're looking for is real linking ideas, not linking words. Okay. You can